devastation that will happen to narcissists when you know their biggest fears. Narcissists try to make others think they are better than they really are by giving off an air of superiority. But behind this front, they have a lot of real worries that make them feel uneasy. We can laugh at how focused they are on themselves, but it's important to remember that narcissists are important, even if not in the way they think. Narcissists are always fighting their own irrational thoughts and actions, even though they seem to have great wisdom and insight. Their false beliefs often go against what they know about truth. There are a lot of people who do violent or exploitative things because they think they are being treated badly. Narcissists, in particular, see every contact as a chance for others to pick on them, so they feel compelled to start fights whenever they can. But it's still not clear where this idea came from, and it's very important to clear up any confusion about this matter. Now let's look at how narcissists see other people as a mirror of their own ego. We will talk about how this self-centeredness affects their best relationships and how it is closely linked to their need to be in charge. Getting to this point in our conversation means a lot to me. Thank you for your time, and I hope you found it worthwhile. Narcissists often tell the people nearest to them that they are to blame for their own problems and bad mood. This behavior shows that you don't want to take responsibility and are quick to point the finger at others. The opposite is also true. They often believe falsely that their neighbors don't like them. They might do something dishonest in front of other people because of this false belief. Narcissists are often paranoid because they are always on high alert for what they think is a threat, even if it isn't real. One clear sign of this anxiety is a persistent fear that other people don't like them or want to hurt them. This problem may be more common in egotistical people, but it's important to remember that it's not just theirs. Spending a lot of time with a narcissist shows how deeply they struggle with trust and how little they value the support and help their loved ones give them. The person may be trying to say something angry or sarcastic underneath their funny exterior, but most people will take it as a joke. People who are narcissists may use hurtful or insulting humor as a way to hide how they really feel. For them, life is like a game where everyone is dishonest and sneaky, just like them. Because of this, a narcissist's only goal is to cause trouble whenever they can, because they are so focused on success. Narcissists see you and everyone else as possible enemies and competitors because they are deeply convinced that other people have the same goals as them. Their anxiety makes these feelings worse, which makes them angry and hateful toward other people. As they are unable to experience real happiness themselves, they project this view onto others, thinking that no one else can either. Narcissists need other people to confirm and approve of them in order to live. They have a hard time understanding what it means to be unique, which makes it hard for them to accept that someone else is better than them. Some people deliberately try to hurt others to find out what kind of person they are. Their constant desire to annoy and anger you shows that they want to make you feel less important. Their claims and blame are meant to make you feel bad about yourself, which will make you sad and confused. Narcissists will do anything to get rid of any proof that you might be better than them. It's possible that your dislike for them comes from internalizing how they act, since people who have been abused by narcissists can sometimes act in similar suspicious ways. People who are narcissists often put the blame for their own problems on other people. If you stay with a narcissist, you'll feel like you're being sucked into their world and shaped into whatever they want. Someone who has been in a relationship with a narcissist might say that you have narcissistic qualities. Narcissists, on the other hand, show a perfect version of you that doesn't match who you really are. You can get past this misunderstanding if you work at it and love yourself. Narcissists need other people to confirm their inflated sense of self. Still, narcissists naturally lean toward paranoia and other bad traits. Their paranoia keeps them on high alert all the time, and they take critiques very personally. Based on what they've been through, their view of life and the people around them is always changing. The fact that fear is a big part of their daily lives really slows them down. As far as I can tell, narcissism is like a ball of terrible energy. The narcissist acts out because they are anxious, but their anxiety goes away quickly when they understand there is no immediate danger. As long as they are in charge, they think you are safe. Their desire to compete is a way for them to show that they are in charge and strengthen their place. Narcissistic people often have crippling worry and unhealthy cravings. They don't face the truth because they're afraid of what they might find. This avoidance keeps them under the impression that their enemies are outside, when in fact, the real enemy is inside. This is the end of the movie. Feel free to say what you think about this subject below. We really value your understanding and willingness to listen. Thanks for your time and attention as you watch this movie. Greetings to everyone. I trust you're all enjoying a splendid day. Have you ever delved into the intricate labyrinth of human behavior, pondering the myriad elements that shape our identities? Psychology, a realm not confined to professionals alone, continues to captivate the curious minds of individuals from various walks of life. Among the intriguing psychological phenomena, narcissism emerges as a subject of fervent debate and fascination. Individuals exhibiting narcissistic traits often harbor a skewed perception of their significance, an insatiable craving for excessive attention and admiration, while showing little regard for the feelings of others. Narcissism isn't a phenomenon that sprouts overnight. Rather, it often takes root during one's formative years. Many scholars concur that childhood serves as a pivotal phase in our development, where we glean insights about ourselves and the world we inhabit. It is within these impressionable years that our fundamental beliefs, values, and notably, personality traits begin to crystallize amidst diverse experiences. Among the more detrimental traits that may surface is narcissism, which can impede harmonious interpersonal relationships and hinder the cultivation of meaningful bonds in adulthood. Researchers have unearthed several precursors in youth that may pave the way for the cultivation of narcissistic tendencies. At least 5 primary childhood experiences have been identified as potential catalysts for the emergence of narcissism, collectively laying fertile ground for the manifestation of self-centered traits. However, it's imperative to acknowledge that these factors are not immutable. Rather, they represent plausible influences that intersect with a myriad of other variables. Let's delve deeper into these phenomena and unravel their intricacies. 1. Rules and expectations from parents. In the kaleidoscope of parental expectations, a child's self-perception and behavior are painted with vibrant hues. While lofty standards can serve as a catalyst, propelling children to scale the summits of excellence, they can also cast shadows of stress and unwarranted pressure. When parental expectations soar to dizzying heights, children may respond in diverse ways, with some exhibiting narcissistic tendencies. Striving to meet unrealistic benchmarks, they may inflate their self-worth, intoxicated by the pursuit of parental approval. Yet, amidst this relentless pursuit of perfection, their perspective becomes distorted, their perception of their abilities skewed. Constantly bombarded with accolades of being the best or most exceptional, they may grow to perceive themselves as superior to their peers, a hallmark trait of narcissism. Furthermore, the relentless pursuit of parental approval may eclipse empathy, leaving them oblivious to the needs and emotions of others. Self-centeredness becomes their shield, guarding against the vulnerabilities of human connection. Moreover, under the weight of familial expectations, they may come to believe that they are entitled to special treatment. Blinded by their perceived status or achievements, they adopt an attitude of entitlement, indifferent to the impact on those around them. Yet, amidst the tumult of parental expectations lies a beacon of hope: the manner in which these standards are communicated and upheld. Children are less likely to succumb to narcissistic tendencies and more likely to cultivate a healthy self-worth when nurtured in an environment of unconditional love, transparent communication, and a focus on effort rather than outcomes. 2. A competitive setting. In the grand arena of competition, we're all players striving for victory. It's the crucible where innovation is forged, strength is owned, and individuals undergo transformative growth. Yet, the relentless battleground of competition, particularly when thrust upon children, can yield unforeseen consequences. Amidst the relentless pursuit of victory, children may succumb to the siren call of selfish traits, wielding them as weapons to assert dominance or shield themselves from the burdens of stress. In the crucible of competition, success becomes the currency of worth, imbuing children with a skewed sense of self, where accomplishments become the yardstick of superiority. This distorted self-perception, if left unchecked, can metamorphose into the knurled visage of narcissistic behavior. Moreover, ensnared in the pursuit of victory, these children may forsake empathy, their world revolving solely around their own desires, needs, and triumphs. Such self-centeredness is the hallmark of narcissism, a trait that blinds individuals to the humanity of others. Furthermore, children reared in competitive environments may resort to denigrating the successes of their peers, viewing them as threats to their own fragile sense of superiority. Narcissism thrives in an environment where others' accomplishments are belittled and dismissed. Yet, amidst the shadow of competition lies a glimmer of hope, the manner in which it is framed and managed by those in the child's orbit. Competition, when approached as a tool for growth, learning, and self-improvement, fosters resilience, determination, and ambition in a healthy manner. It is this perspective that inoculates children against the poison of selfishness, steering them towards a path of growth rather than near victory. 3. Giving too much praise. Offering praise isn't always advantageous. While appropriate praise can bolster a child's self-esteem and reinforce positive conduct, excessive praise can pave the way for the development of narcissistic traits. The rationale behind this is rather straightforward. Young children, who are still in the process of shaping their identities, are particularly susceptible. The feedback they receive from primary caregivers, notably parents, profoundly influences their self-perception. Excessive praise may lead a child to perceive themselves as superior to others, fostering a belief in their uniqueness and superiority. Over time, this continual reinforcement may solidify into a fixed mindset, characteristic of narcissism. Consequently, individuals with narcissistic tendencies may develop a relentless craving for constant praise and validation from others. Additionally, excessive praise can distort a child's perception of their abilities and achievements, fostering an inflated sense of self-worth. Constantly showering children with accolades like being the smartest, most skilled, or the best can cultivate a belief system wherein they internalize these affirmations, rendering them ill-equipped to cope with life's challenges and setbacks. Furthermore, excessive praise may lead children to develop a sense of entitlement, wherein they believe they deserve favorable outcomes simply by virtue of their perceived superiority. Consequently, they may become indifferent to the needs and feelings of others, viewing themselves as deserving of special treatment. It's crucial to recognize, however, that not all children who receive excessive praise will exhibit selfish behavior. One's disposition can be influenced by various factors, with praise being just one of them. The manner in which praise is delivered, its frequency, and the context in which it occurs are pivotal. Offering praise grounded in effort rather than innate abilities, reserving it for genuine achievements, and complementing it with constructive criticism can foster healthy self-esteem and a balanced self-perception. 4. Using or not using care. The profound impact of abuse or neglect on a child's development cannot be overstated. These traumatic experiences during childhood can profoundly affect a child's social, emotional, and psychological growth. When subjected to abuse or neglect, children often struggle to form a positive and resilient sense of self. This struggle may manifest in the emergence of narcissistic traits as a coping mechanism. Abuse and neglect can engender feelings of worthlessness and inadequacy, prompting children to compensate by developing an inflated self-image. This self-centered behavior serves as a defense mechanism against the emotional pain of feeling unloved and undervalued. By fostering a belief in their superiority, children attempt to fill the void created by the absence of genuine affection and care. Additionally, children who have experienced mistreatment or neglect may adopt narcissistic tendencies as a means of exerting control over their environment. In the shadows of abuse or neglect, they may have felt the weight of helplessness pressing down upon them, suffocating their sense of agency. Embracing narcissistic tendencies becomes their armor, their shield against vulnerability, a declaration of strength amidst adversity. It's a defiant stance, a proclamation that they will never again succumb to weakness. Furthermore, it's plausible that these young souls, starved of respect and adulation in their formative years, now hunger for the affirmations they were denied. The incessant craving for validation, a hallmark trait of narcissism, manifests as a relentless pursuit of admiration from others. They cling to the spotlight, believing that basking in its glow will fill the void left by the absence of parental love and care. However, it's imperative to acknowledge that not all children tread the path of selfishness in the wake of trauma. Their journey is shaped by myriad factors: resilience, the presence of supportive figures, therapeutic interventions, each weaving its thread into the tapestry of their growth. Yet, amidst understanding lies a crucial truth: selfish behavior, irrespective of its origins, is never excusable. While comprehending the roots of narcissistic behavior aids in navigating its complexities, it does not mitigate the harm it inflicts upon others. 5. Narcissism in parents. Within the intricate dance of parent-child dynamics, the shaping of a child's demeanor and conduct finds its canvas in the hands of their guardians. Yet, for offspring reared amidst the shadows of narcissistic parents, this influence assumes an even greater significance. The innate impulse of children to emulate the actions of their elders can precipitate the emergence of narcissistic traits within their own behavioral repertoire. In the reflective pool of parental narcissism, children may find themselves mimicking the inflated self-importance, lack of empathy, and insatiable thirst for admiration exhibited by their caregivers. This mimicry serves as a means of assimilation into the familial fold, a bid for the approval of the self-absorbed parent. Moreover, children may adopt narcissistic traits as a shield against the tumult of their environment, elevating their self-esteem to deflect the arrows of criticism or indifference hurled by their progenitors. Additionally, the presence of a narcissistic parent can warp a child's perception of healthy relationships and social interactions, instilling the belief that self-centeredness, apathy towards others, and manipulation are permissible modes of engagement. As they traverse the labyrinth of adolescence into adulthood, this distorted understanding may sow the seeds of selfish behavior. However, amidst the shadows of narcissism, a glimmer of hope shines through. Factors such as the presence of positive role models, the inherent temperament of the child, and therapeutic interventions wield the power to sculpt a divergent path. Understanding the origins of narcissistic behavior equips individuals with the tools to navigate its treacherous waters, yet it does not absolve its detrimental impact on others. In the intricate tapestry of human psychology, narcissism emerges as a complex facet shaped by myriad childhood influences: excessive praise, abuse or neglect, stringent parental standards, competitive milieux, and the presence of narcissistic progenitors. Each thread in this intricate weave holds the potential to predispose individuals towards the development of selfish traits. Yet, amidst this labyrinth of causality, it is vital to acknowledge the fluidity of these influences. While these factors may loom large in a child's upbringing, they are not immutable destinies etched in stone. Many children navigating these turbulent waters do not succumb to the siren song of narcissism. Their trajectory is shaped by a multitude of variables: the resilience of their spirit, the nurturing presence of supportive figures, and the inherent strength of their character. Understanding the interplay of these factors enables us to craft environments that foster robust self-esteem and compassion, essential pillars for the well-being of our children and society at large. As we journey through the labyrinthine depths of selfishness, your companionship is deeply appreciated. If you found this exploration enlightening, we invite you to express your support by giving us a thumbs up, sharing your reflections in the comments, and spreading the knowledge to those who may benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Thank you for your invaluable contribution. Narcissistic relationships come in various forms, encompassing friends, parents, partners, children, pastors, co-workers, and more. Despite the differences in these relationships, all narcissists share striking similarities in their behavior. Whether you've cut off contact with them or successfully kept them at bay by ignoring or avoiding them, the warning signs I'll discuss today apply universally. Narcissists typically aren't keen on permanently severing ties or discarding a source of supply. While there may appear to be exceptions, such as when they believe they've found the perfect new supply or are enjoying newfound freedom or success, these situations are often short-lived. Over time, the allure fades, and many narcissists seize the opportunity to rekindle old connections. Despite any past mistreatment or hurt inflicted during the relationship, narcissists crave validation and desire to be wanted by those they left behind. So, if you suspect that an ex-narcissist is attempting to re-enter your life, keep an eye out for these warning signs. They may be trying to reclaim their place in your world. When you make the decision to go no contact, whether you initiated it or not, it's not a move the narcissist applauds. They'll often attempt to break your resolve, especially when they're ready to re-enter your life. Today, let's explore some telltale signs that indicate a narcissist is itching to make a comeback. It's crucial to understand that their return isn't fueled by genuine love, but by the need for narcissistic supply and the desire to regain control over you. So, it's wise to keep that door firmly shut and never entertain the idea of letting them back in. Undercover operations. One of the initial red flags signaling a narcissist's desire to re-enter your life is their sudden activity on your social media posts or their discreet surveillance of your profiles. They'll stealthily gather intel on your romantic, social, and emotional status to strategize their next move. Using either a fake account or their own, they'll lurk in the shadows, assessing the situation. Cloaked identity. Alternatively, they might employ an anonymous phone number to reach out to you, aiming to catch you off guard or weaken your defenses before revealing themselves. The narcissist thrives on the element of surprise, using anonymity as a tool of manipulation. Breaking news. In some cases, they may opt for a more direct approach, delivering messages with significant news or events intended to prompt you to break your silence. Whether offering condolences for a loss or fabricating tales of personal hardship, they seek to elicit sympathy and reel you back in. Their goal is to lure you into reopening communication lines, as it marks the first step in their bid to regain control and resume their manipulation tactics. Once you engage with a narcissist, every word and action from their end becomes a calculated maneuver aimed at ensnaring you further. Verbose correspondence. Another glaring sign to watch out for is receiving lengthy letters or emails from them filled with elaborate explanations or excuses regarding why the relationship faltered, all under the guise of offering closure. However, it's crucial to recognize that narcissists have no genuine interest in providing closure. Instead, these verbose missives are carefully crafted to create the illusion that they've moved on and only wish the best for you. Yet, it's merely a ploy to lure you back into their grasp. They aim to elicit any form of reaction from you, be it anger, joy, or surprise. Any emotional response serves as validation to the narcissist that you're still emotionally invested, providing them with fodder for manipulation. Surprise encounters. Another telltale sign to be wary of is when the narcissist suddenly appears in places you frequent. If you consistently spot them in your vicinity, it's likely not a mere coincidence. They may approach you, initiating small talk or offering compliments on your appearance, all designed to disarm you and diminish any sense of threat you may feel. However, it's crucial to recognize that any reaction, positive or negative, only fuels the narcissist's ego. Whether you're taken aback, pleased, or irritated by their presence, it serves to gratify them. The best course of action is to swiftly disengage from their conversation and assert your disinterest in interacting with them. By clearly conveying that their presence holds no significance to you, you assert your boundaries and prevent them from manipulating your emotions further. The messenger. Another red flag indicating a narcissist's attempt to re-enter your life is when they deploy a flying monkey. This individual acts as a liaison, tasked with gathering intel from you to report back to the narcissist, or delivering messages intended to manipulate you into reaching out. They may even attempt to persuade you to break your silence and re-establish contact. However, their allegiance to the narcissist is evident, making it imperative to steer clear of them. After all, anyone aligned with the narcissist should not be considered a friend of yours. Closing remarks. In conclusion, breaking through the no-contact barrier is a significant victory for the narcissist, indicating a lingering emotional connection they can exploit. Therefore, if you still harbor emotions or feel vulnerable, it's crucial not to engage with any attempts at contact. Block and disregard any new avenues the narcissist employs to reach you. Inform your loved ones about the situation and reaffirm your commitment to maintaining distance from this individual. They can offer support and may even intervene on your behalf. Remember, maintaining no contact is paramount. Silence is your strongest defense against narcissists. That wraps it up for today. I trust you found this insightful. Don't forget to like and share if you found it helpful. Wishing you all a wonderful week ahead. Thank you for tuning in.